Humans are thinking beings. We look at the stars above, we wonder about our place here. The world is vast and full of mystery. These thoughts lead to big questions. What happens when our life ends? This question is very old. It has been asked by people for centuries. It touches every single one of us deeply. We all experience life. We also know life has an end. Death is a powerful subject. It makes us think about life's meaning. It makes us consider what is important. The idea of a soul is closely linked. Many believe we are more than our bodies. This inner part is called the soul. Religion often tries to answer these questions. It provides comfort and frameworks. It helps people understand these deep concepts. These topics are significant to our human journey. Consider a child asking about a pet that died. The child feels sadness and confusion. They want to know where their friend has gone. This is a simple example. It shows our natural human curiosity. It shows our need for answers about death. Adults feel this too in more complex ways. We seek meaning in loss. We search for hope beyond the visible. This search shapes our beliefs. These topics of death, soul, and religion are connected. They form a core part of human experience. They drive our art, our philosophy, and our spiritual practices. Understanding them helps us understand ourselves. It helps us understand each other better. It is a journey of discovery. It is a journey into what it means to be alive. We explore these ideas throughout our lives, always. From a biological view, death is a process. It is when the body stops working, the heart no longer pumps blood, the lungs no longer take in air, brain activity ceases to function. These are key signs doctors look for. All living things experience this end. It is a natural part of the life cycle. This seems very final from this perspective alone. It is the cessation of physical functions. When the body dies, many changes occur. Cells begin to break down slowly. The systems that supported life shut down. There is no more growth or repair. This is a purely physical description. It focuses on the machinery of the body. Science can observe these changes. It can measure them with instruments. This view does not speak about consciousness. It describes the end of the physical organism. Think about a car that runs out of fuel. It can no longer move or operate. Its engine is silent and still. The car's purpose of movement has stopped. This is a simple way to think about biological death. The body, like the car, had a function. It supported life and activity. When essential processes stop, life ends. This perspective is important for medicine. It helps define when life support is no longer useful. However, this biological view is one piece. It tells us what happens to the physical form. It does not address the person's experiences. It does not talk about their memories or feelings. It is a description of the body's shutdown. Many people feel there is more to us. They believe something continues beyond this. This is where other perspectives become important. The biological end is a starting point for deeper questions. The idea of the soul is very ancient. It is found in many cultures. It speaks to something beyond the physical body. The soul is often seen as our true essence. It is the part of us that feels and thinks. It is considered the seat of consciousness. Many believe it is immortal. It continues to exist after the body dies. This concept gives comfort to many people. What is this soul like? Descriptions vary greatly. Some see it as a spark of divine light. Others imagine it as an invisible energy. It can be seen as our personality. It can be our character and our spirit. The soul is what makes each person unique. It's not something we can see or touch, yet many feel its presence strongly. It is a deep inner knowing for them. Imagine a musician playing beautiful music. The instrument is the body. The musician is the soul. The music is the life they create. When the instrument breaks, the music stops. But does the musician cease to exist? The concept of the soul suggests the musician lives on. The soul, this inner musician, might find another expression. This analogy helps some understand the idea. It separates the essence from the physical form. The soul is often linked to our deepest values. It is connected to love, compassion, and wisdom. It is the part of us that seeks meaning. It yearns for connection with something larger. This idea of an inner, enduring self is powerful. It influences how we live our lives. It shapes our understanding of death. It is a central theme in many spiritual paths. It offers hope for continuity. Different cultures have unique views of the soul. These views have developed over thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians believed in several soul parts. Each part had a different destiny after death. They prepared elaborate tombs for this journey. This shows how important the soul was to them. Their entire civilization was shaped by these beliefs. Such beliefs provided structure to their understanding of life. In many indigenous cultures, the soul is connected to nature. It is part of the great web of life. Ancestor spirits are often revered. They are believed to guide and protect the living. This shows a continuous link between generations. The soul is not isolated in these views. It is part of a larger spiritual family. It connects the past, present, and future. This is a very communal understanding. Philosophers have also explored the soul deeply. Plato, an ancient Greek thinker, argued for its immortality. He believed the soul existed before birth. He thought it would exist after death, too. He saw the body as a temporary prison for the soul. Other philosophers have different ideas. Some question if the soul exists at all. These debates continue even today. They enrich our understanding of the possibilities. These diverse perspectives show something important. The idea of a soul resonates across humanity. It takes many forms and has many names, but the core idea often remains similar. It is about an essence that defines us. It is about something that might transcend physical limits. Learning about these views can broaden our minds. It can help us appreciate different ways of seeing the world. It shows our shared human search. Section 5. Visions of Tomorrow. Religious beliefs about the afterlife. You know, religions around the world, they offer answers, don't they? They speak about what happens after death. And well, these answers often involve an afterlife. It's a place or state of being beyond this life. Now, the details of the afterlife, they vary greatly. However, the existence of one is a common theme. These beliefs, they provide comfort and hope. They give meaning to life and to death. They often guide how people should live. Many religions teach about heaven and hell. Heaven, it's often described as a place of peace. It's a reward for a good life. Hell, on the other hand, is a place of suffering. It's seen as a consequence of bad actions. These concepts, they provide a moral framework. They encourage ethical behavior during life. The idea is that our actions here, they have consequences. These consequences extend beyond our physical existence on Earth. Other religions, they speak of reincarnation. This is the idea that the soul is reborn. It returns to live another life in a new body. The kind of life one is reborn into, well, it depends on past actions. This is known as karma. The cycle of rebirth, it continues. It goes on until the soul achieves liberation. This belief is central to Hinduism and Buddhism. It offers a different view of continuity. It emphasizes spiritual growth over many lifetimes. These religious interpretations, they're based on faith. They are found in sacred texts and traditions. They're passed down through generations of believers. And for many, these beliefs are a source of great strength. They help people face their own mortality. They offer solace when loved ones pass away. They provide a sense that life has a purpose. This purpose extends beyond our limited time on Earth. These visions, they shape how billions live. Section 6. Pathways beyond specific faith traditions on post-mortem life. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism share some common ideas. They often speak of a final judgment. After death, the soul faces God. Its life is reviewed and assessed. Then the soul goes to heaven or hell. Heaven is a state of eternal joy with God. Hell is a state of separation and suffering. Some traditions also include an intermediate state. This could be like purgatory for purification. These beliefs emphasize God's justice and mercy. Hinduism offers the concept of moksha. This is liberation from the cycle of rebirth, samsara. The soul, or Atman, realizes its true nature. It understands its unity with Brahman, the ultimate reality. And this is achieved through righteous living, devotion, and knowledge. There are many paths to moksha. Reincarnation is a journey of the soul. It learns and evolves through many lives. This journey aims for ultimate spiritual freedom. Buddhism teaches about nirvana. This is the end of suffering and rebirth. It is a state of profound peace and enlightenment. Nirvana is achieved by understanding the Four Noble Truths. It is also reached by following the Eightfold Path. Buddhism does not focus on a creator God in the same way. It emphasizes personal effort and wisdom. The goal is to extinguish the fires of desire and ignorance. This leads to ultimate liberation. Consider the story of a person near death. They might find comfort in their religious beliefs. A Christian might pray for entry into heaven. A Hindu might reflect on their karma. A Buddhist might seek to detach from worldly concerns. These beliefs provide a roadmap. They offer solace and a sense of direction. They help individuals and families navigate the end of life. They show the practical power of faith. These traditions offer rich, detailed views. Section 7. Science at the Edge. Investigating consciousness and death. Science traditionally views death as final. It sees consciousness as a product of the brain. When the brain dies, consciousness ends. This is the mainstream materialist viewpoint. However, some scientists are exploring further. They are looking at unexplained phenomena. These include near-death experiences, or NDEs. These experiences challenge simple explanations. They open new questions for scientific inquiry. Near-death experiences are reported by many people. These people were clinically dead or very close to death. They later recovered and shared their stories. Common elements include a sense of peace. They often report seeing a bright light. Some describe meeting spiritual beings. Others feel they are leaving their physical body. These experiences are vivid and life-changing. Science tries to understand their origin. Are they brain phenomena or something more? Some researchers propose NDEs are hallucinations. They could be caused by lack of oxygen, or they might be due to chemicals released by a dying brain. These are possible explanations from a purely physical view. However, some NDEs have specific details. People report seeing things they could not have seen, for example, events in a different room. This makes the explanations more complex. The research is ongoing and very fascinating. Another area of study is consciousness itself. What is consciousness? How does it arise from the brain? These are some of the biggest questions in science. Some theories suggest consciousness might be more fundamental. It might not be solely dependent on the physical brain. These are frontier ideas in science. They are not widely accepted yet, but they show science is also exploring these mysteries. The quest for understanding continues in all fields. Section 8. Beyond the physical form, the persistent question of consciousness. The question of consciousness is central. Does it survive physical death? This is a profound and ancient query. If consciousness is only brain activity, then no. When the brain stops, consciousness vanishes. This is a clear and simple position. It aligns with many scientific observations. However, human experience often hints at more. Many feel an intuitive sense of continuity. This feeling is hard to dismiss entirely. Spiritual traditions have long said consciousness is primary. They teach that the universe itself is conscious. Our individual consciousness is part of this larger field. In this view, the body is a temporary vehicle. Consciousness uses the body to experience the world. When the body dies, consciousness may simply withdraw. It might return to its source or transition elsewhere. This is a very different model. It is one that resonates with many people. Consider real-life accounts of intuition or moments of deep connection with others. Sometimes people feel the presence of a departed loved one. These experiences are subjective, of course. They are not easily measured by science, yet they are powerful for those who have them. They suggest that our understanding of reality is incomplete. They point to layers of existence beyond the purely material. These experiences fuel the ongoing debate. The debate between material science and spiritual views continues. Can consciousness exist without a brain? Some physicists and neuroscientists are open to this. They explore quantum theories and non-local mind. These are complex and speculative areas. They push the boundaries of current knowledge. The persistent question of consciousness remains. It invites us to keep an open mind. It encourages us to explore all possibilities. This is a journey of deep human inquiry. Section 9. Finding meaning, embracing mystery and hope in life's great cycle. We have explored death, soul, and religion. We looked at different perspectives. Biological views show the body's end. Spiritual traditions speak of an enduring soul. Religions offer diverse visions of an afterlife. Science is beginning to probe consciousness itself. Each viewpoint adds a piece to the puzzle. No single view holds all the answers for everyone. The mystery remains vast and profound. The fear of death is natural, but understanding these topics can bring peace. It can offer a sense of hope. Hope that something continues beyond physical life. Hope that there is meaning in our existence. This hope is a powerful human need. It helps us live more fully. It encourages kindness and compassion. It connects us to something larger than ourselves. This search for meaning is a vital part of being human. Real-life stories often show this. A person grieving a loss finds comfort. They find it in their faith or spiritual beliefs. Someone facing their own end finds courage. They find it in the idea of continuity. These are not just abstract concepts. They have real impact on people's lives. They shape how we cope with life's biggest challenges. They help us find resilience in difficult times. This is the practical value of these explorations. Ultimately, death is a part of life's cycle. Just as birth marks a beginning, death marks a transition. What that transition leads to is a deep mystery. We can embrace this mystery with open hearts. We can live with curiosity and wonder. We can find hope in the search for understanding. The journey of exploring death, soul, and meaning enriches our lives. It reminds us of the preciousness of each moment. It encourages us to live with purpose and love.